Good morning, lovely mamas. And this week we're heading towards the phasing back in of school. So I thought it would be a good time for us to practice resourcing and opening up to guidance, both around us, the resources around us, as well as tuning into the resources within us. So let's begin. Feel free to close the eyes, or you can cast the eyes downward slightly. And just tune in to the way you're sitting or seated here. Just taking a moment to feel a lengthening through the central body, through the spine. And then once you feel that lengthening, you can just soften the muscles around the spine a little bit so we can feel the support of the spine. Then we can feel how we can also soften around that support. Just tuning into the body and taking a moment to scan the body for all of the systems in the body that are functioning well right now. If you can hear my voice, the ears are working well. If you can feel the weight of your body on the chair, on the places where the body makes contact with the chair or the earth. And your sensory system is working well. Your proprioceptor system is working well. Feeling yourself in space. And also noticing how the skin, a vital organ in the body, is working well. And just feeling free to just continue to scan the body for all of the systems that are working well to support you. With this inner attitude of appreciation and curiosity, just shining a loving, compassionate light as you journey inside, just gently looking for any part of the system that you can shine some compassionate appreciation onto. And perhaps even imagining a humble bow of thanks to any organ or system within you that's functioning well. After you name the first few obvious ones, maybe just standing internally in an inner spaciousness until another system or another organ or another part of the body comes forward into your awareness to be greeted by your compassionate appreciation. There's so many parts working so well together in support of your system. Just continue to stand in open curiosity as different parts of your system emerge, feeling the power of your compassionate recognition. It's okay if the mind wanders off to other things. You might get bored with this after a few moments. It's perfectly fine. Just notice where it's gravitating towards when it wanders off. That's where the mind is going. And then just gently guide the awareness back like you're guiding a sweet old lady across the street. Just gently guiding the awareness back home to your system and all of the different parts of your system working together in service of you today. There's a universe of parts within you working together on your behalf. See if you can find another one to appreciate. A system of parts, a subsystem of parts, one part in particular, the parts that make up that part. And then just taking a moment to gently stand back a little bit in recognition of the system as a whole. And see if you might find your own way to send a message of thanks to your whole system for working in service of you. And perhaps also thanking your system for working on behalf of those you love and contributing in a positive way to their lives. To their systems. And then you can just gently begin to shift the awareness to the breath. Beginning to deepen the breath. Transitioning into deep 3-part breathing. Feeling free to bring the right hand to the belly and the left hand to the chest or heart. And exhale fully, pressing the belly in, exiting the air out through the nostrils. Inhale, slowly expand the belly, the rib cage, the collarbones rise. And exhale, collarbones lower, chest lowers, belly deflates. Inhale slowly, feeling free to engage Mula Bandha root lock, drawing the muscles of the perineum up and in. And then exhale, and slowly releasing those muscles like you're dropping down elevator floors. Floor by floor, releasing. And continue at your own pace, seeing if you might even allow the exhalation to be twice as long as the in-breath. Engaging the muscles of the perineum and the pelvic floor on the in-breath as you draw the pelvic floor up floor by floor, maybe 3 or 4 flights. And slowly releasing those muscles floor by floor on the out-breath. So we're including the sacred organs in the practice as well, in the system. Good. And after the next long, slow exhalation, you can return the breath back to normal. And you can unite the palms together in front of the heart or place both hands on the heart. And as we journey through our yoga practice together today, we'll continue to tune into our internal resources, including the many different systems and organs and parts of us that are contributing to our health and wellness today, and the resources around us. In particular, our relationships with each other, with our families and friends and community, and supports from the beyond in whatever way that means to you. It could be with nature or guides or angels or ancestors, whatever that means to you. So in honor of this, you can humbly bow the head, tucking the chin towards the chest, allowing the head to bow down to the openness of your dear heart. And just take a moment to acknowledge and to celebrate that divine spark of life and light that rests within you. And take a moment to acknowledge and to celebrate that divine spark of life and light that rests within each of your children. See that light within them and bow to it. And take a moment to acknowledge and to celebrate that divine spark of life and light in all beings everywhere, without exception. Even those who have been clouded in darkness or ignorance or despair, there is still light there within. Bow to that light within them. And then you can gently lift the head, neck, and chest and rotate the palms up and swim the arms out to the sides, opening your heart wings wide, squeezing the shoulder blades towards each other. You can experiment with bending the elbows a little bit or straightening the arms. See what feels right, keeping the palms raised. And the hips can rock forward, the head, neck, and chest lift. And take a few deep breaths, just opening up to support from around you. The vitality in the air, the oxygen around you as you breathe it in. The chi, the prana, the life force that rides on the wings of those molecules. Just taking deep breaths and opening to the support around you. One more deep breath in, yes. And then exhale, round the back, press the mid-back back, bringing the arms forward. You can rotate the palms down, interlocking the thumbs. I like to fan my elbows out to the sides and up slightly and shrug the shoulders up towards the ears because that helps to open the wings of the shoulder blades. Just taking a few deep breaths here. And as we bow down and in, bowing down to the resources within us, often untapped potential, deep within us, bowing down to all of that. Rotate the palms up, spread the heart wings wide, take a nice deep breath in, opening up to the resources around us. Yes, and exhale, dive the arms forward, bowing down to the resources within us. Inhale, opening the arms and the heart to the resources around us. And exhale, dive the arms forward, bowing down to the resources within us, and continue at your own slow breathing pace. Finding your own rhythm, your own call to move and breathe. Honoring that. Honoring your own rhythm today. Listening inwardly to it and honoring it. Beautiful. After the next full round, you can pause. And then we'll come onto our mats. You can come onto your hands and knees, bringing the hands beneath the shoulders, the knees beneath the hips. And then walk the hands forward an inch or two, round the back, tuck the chin, tucking the tailbone under. And then just take a moment to sense the back and spine and send some compassionate appreciation there. Thank you, back and spine, for offering support to the body and to the internal organs. And then you can lift the head, neck, and chest, swing the buttocks up, press the hands isometrically down and towards the knees. It helps to keep a slight bend in the elbows to prevent hyperextension there. And open the heart to the support around you, to each other, to our community. All the systems supporting us. Take a nice deep breath in, and then exhale, round the back, tuck the chin. Bowing down to your internal systems. And inhale, lifting head, neck, and chest, opening up to the external resources. And continue at your own slow breathing pace. Feeling free to engage Mula Bandha root lock on either the in-breath or the out-breath, whatever makes most sense to you in this movement. Good, and after the next full round, you can pause, lowering the buttocks towards the heels, forehead towards the earth. Taking a few nice, deep breaths here. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose, and a nice sigh through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. And a nice sigh through the mouth. Deep breath in through the nose. And a nice long sigh through the mouth. Good. Extend the arms forward, shift the weight into the hands, coming up onto all fours. Then we'll melt the hips forward, lifting head, neck, and chest. Gentle, modified upward dog. If you'd like to, you can press the backs of the feet into the earth, the tops of the feet into the floor to lift the knees up. Otherwise, keep the knees down. Take a few deep breaths, opening to the support of guidance from around you, guidance from family or community, mentors, or even spiritual guides. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, press back into child's pose, or you can curl the toes under and lift the hips up high for downward facing dog. And with the breath, moving between these two positions. Inhale, come forward and up towards upward dog. And exhale, press back into child's pose or downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward and up towards upward dog. And continue at your own slow breathing pace. On the in-breath, opening up to the support around you. On the out-breath, tuning in to and honoring the resources within you. Good, and after the next full round, you can pause, resting either into child's pose or downward dog for a few breaths. Good. Take one nice deep breath in through the nose and a long sigh through the mouth. Good, and if you're in child's pose, you can bring the arms alongside the legs and lift the torso up. If you're in downward dog, you can walk the feet forward towards the hands, and we'll all lift the body all the way up to standing. Standing near the front of the mat. Taking those courageous steps forward. And then grounding. So drawing some energy from the head down the spine, down the body, into the belly, and then down deeper into the legs and feet. Feeling that connection with the earth, giving thanks to the earth as a resource, and then drawing energy from the earth up into the legs, up into the belly, up into the heart, feeling the heart blossoming open. Palms can rotate forward, shoulders can externally rotate as we draw them back and down. And then unite the palms together in front of the heart. Extend the arms forward, up and back, or you can bring the arms out to the sides and up and back, your choice. Lean into the toes, hips come forward, arms open wide, and just take a few deep breaths, opening up to support from the beyond. Higher self, higher power, whatever it is that you call to and know. Just opening up to guidance and support in this next phase of your life coming up here. Just opening up to that guidance and support. Take a nice deep breath into it. And exhale, hinge forward and bow down humbly to the guidance within you, the internal guidance system, the IGS. Just bowing down to the internal guidance, and then sense what's there to sense. Feel what's there to feel in the low back and the upper back and neck and shoulders, the hamstrings behind the knees. You can see that my knees are nicely bent, softly bent. So it's nice to have the first forward bend of the day in particular be a very humble one. So we're listening to the body more than trying to get anywhere in the pose. We're practicing this inner listening as a way to tap into that inner guidance in our system, the divine intelligence that flows through us. Listening all the time. Bending the knees, fingertips in line with the toes, step the left foot far back, left knee raised or lowered, your choice. The hips melt forward, the head, neck, and chest lift. And take a few deep breaths here, opening, in particular, opening the heart up. Opening to guidance from around us. Kind of softening open our membrane to receive really helpful, nutritious guidance. Letting that guidance in, calling for it. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, right foot steps back into downward dog, upside down V shape, or plank pose where the hips lower down a little bit more to come in line with the spine and legs. Or you can lower the knees down and rest on all fours, your choice. See which position serves you best this morning. I'll demonstrate the more medium level, which is downward dog. So just finding yourself here in this pose. And just shining some appreciation on all of the systems in the body right now that are making it possible for you to be in this pose. The musculoskeletal system, the cardiovascular system, the heart, the brain, the organs involved in those systems. Take a nice deep breath in, shining appreciation on the systems and the organs. And exhale fully. Coming forward, you can lower the knees down and either just slither forward, laying thighs down, low belly down. Or Ashtanga Pranam, swing the buttocks up, bend the elbows into the sides of the body, lower the chest between the thumbs, chin to the floor, and then inch forward from there. If that's too demanding, just kind of slither down like I showed first. And then in Cobra, instead of jutting the chin forward, we tuck the chin and lift the back of the head up. And take a few deep breaths here. Inhaling, rising a little bit. Exhaling, lowering down a little bit. And just let yourself ride on the wave of the breath. Feeling how you can breathe in the oxygen-rich energy, the air around you on the inhale. You can breathe out the carbon dioxide waste products on the out breath. And just sending a gentle thanks to the lungs for knowing how to do that without your having to direct them. I'm just doing that for you. Thank you, lungs. Thank you for working on behalf of my system for me. Good, and press the hands down and lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. And feel free to bend one knee, pressing the opposite heel down, feeling that stretch there, sensing those sensations there. And switch. And you can continue to alternate nice and slowly. Good, and then look between the hands, step the left foot forward between the hands. It's okay if that takes 2 steps. Right knee can be raised or lowered. And then the hips melt forward and we lift the head, neck, and chest. That's it. Opening the chest and heart to the guidance and the support around you. Softening the internal membranes to receive the nutritious guidance. And calling for that guidance. Sometimes it helps to have a phrase in mind, and so one phrase is, show me the way, and I'll follow. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, step the back foot forward to meet the front foot, bowing the head down humbly. And just taking a moment to thank the internal guidance system, the divine intelligence that flows through you. Tuning in to it, bringing it into foreground so you can shine some appreciation on it. And listen to it. Tap into it to thank it and to receive its wisdom. It can help guide us in this next phase of our journey ahead that we're embarking on. So from here, you can bring the arms out to the sides or forward, your choice, lifting the torso up, lifting the arms up. Lean into the toes, hips come forward, arms go back. Spread the heart wings wide, splay the fingers wide, opening up to higher self, higher power, and the guidance that they bring you. Taking a few deep breaths. Show me the way. Show me the way. Help me tap into my true self, my deepest potential in this world. Show me the way. The next steps in my journey. Show me the way. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, unite the palms together in front of the heart. And with the breath, take a nice deep breath in, bringing the arms out to the sides and up, or forward, up, and back. And exhale, bow down to the divine wisdom that flows through you, always. Inhale, right foot back, lift head, neck, and chest, opening to the resources around you. And exhale, left foot back, bowing down to the resources within you. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog, opening your heart to guidance from the beyond. And exhale into downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, lift the head, neck, and chest, open your heart to guidance. Exhale, left foot forward, bow down to the internal guidance. Inhale, arms out to the sides, up and back, opening, 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 up. And exhale, palms to the heart. Yes. Inhale, arms up and back. And exhale, bow down to the guidance system within you. Inhale, left foot back, opening up to the guidance around you. Exhale, right foot back, bowing down to the guidance within you. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog. Good, and exhale, bow the head down, lift the hips up high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, opening to the guides around you. And exhale, right foot forward, bowing down to the internal guidance system. Inhale, arms up and back, opening wide. And exhale, palms to the heart. Inhale, arms out to the sides, up and back, opening to guidance. And exhale, bow down to the divine intelligence that flows through you. Inhale, right foot back, lift head, neck, and chest. And exhale, left foot back, downward dog or plank pose. Good. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog. Yes. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, opening up to the guides that are supporting you from the beyond. And exhale, left foot forward, bowing down to the guidance that flows through you. Inhale, arms out to the sides, up and back, opening to that guidance, higher self, higher power. And exhale, palms to the heart. And just pause here for a few breaths. Perhaps closing the eyes and tuning in and just listening. Like you're tuning into that channel of the internal guidance system and just listening. Just spending time in silence, tuning in to listen. Yes. And continuing with some variations, you can exhale fully. Inhale the arms out to the sides, up and back, opening to that guidance from the beyond. And exhale, bow down to the internal guidance system. And pause here for a few breaths. Yeah, just tuning in. And then we're going to bend the right knee. And you can feel a nice tug in the left hip when we do this. And then you can swing the left hip up a little higher as you keep the left heel down. Just a subtle shift. It's more isometric than anything else. So right knee is bending, left hip is lifting. And then you can walk the right hand forward onto the floor underneath the head and swim the left arm out to the side and up for a twist. So right knee is bent, left leg is moving towards straight, left hip is lifting. We're lengthening through the spine as we lift the arm, the left arm open. Just take a few nice deep breaths, opening up to that guidance and support. Take a nice deep breath in to that support system around you and exhale, lower the left arm down. Left hand can be placed on the floor out in front beneath the face. We're going to bend the left knee now and straighten the right leg as much as you comfortably can. Swing the right hip up a little bit, and then we're going to rotate towards the right, swimming the right arm out to the side and up. And the head can be forward or down, or it can be up, looking up and past the right hand. Focusing on opening our arms and our hearts wide to that guidance around us. Take a nice deep breath in, opening to that guidance. And exhale, lower the right arm down. Good, tuning in Just taking a moment to pause in the forward fold. Take a nice deep breath in, lengthening through the low back. And exhale, draping the belly over the thighs. Good. And then inhale, step the left foot back. Lifting head, neck, and chest. And exhale, right foot back, downward dog. And pause here for a few breaths. Good. We're going to lift the heels up high. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. And then we're going to open the mouth, constrict the throat slightly. For open mouth, exhale. Ujjayi exhale as we slowly lower the heels down. So inhale, lift the heels up, breathing in through the nose. Open the mouth, constrict the throat slightly. Slowly lowering the heels down with the out breath. Inhale, lift the heels up. Open the mouth, constrict the throat slightly. And one more time, inhale, lift the heels. Open the mouth, constrict the throat slightly. Good. Exhale fully. Inhale, you can come forward and up into cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And from here you can pause. Walk the feet a little closer together and then lift the right leg up. Bend the right knee, rotate the right hip, opening up to guidance and support through the hips. Take a nice deep breath in. You can point the toes or flex the foot, see what feels best to you. And then exhale, bend the right knee forward between the hands, pulling the right knee forward between the hands, walking the right foot towards the left side of the mat, squaring the hips forward. You might want to put a rolled up blanket or towel or pillow underneath the right hip. And then you can inhale here, arching up and back for a few breaths, just taking a few moments to opening up to the support and guidance around you. And then exhale, walk the hands forward. You can either lower the elbows down, or you can slide the elbows out to the sides and lower the forehead down, your choice. Just taking a few moments to tune in. Quieting down, tuning in, and listening to the internal guidance system. Tapping into that well of resource and divine intelligence within you. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly exhale. And then gently rising. Some of you will stay here. Others might bend the left knee, lifting the left foot up. Others might arch back. And some of you might reach the left hand back. If you don't touch the foot, no worries. You can just kind of reach forward and place the hand back down. If you do touch it, you can just gently feel this nice arch and stretch. You can also bend the knee more fully using the left arm to guide that, drawing the heel towards the buttocks for a deeper stretch through the left quadricep. But please don't force or strain, always staying in relationship with the body as you listen, attune to it, and honor its cues. I like to say honoring the body above the ego whenever possible. So we're staying in loving relationship with the body as we practice on the mat. Take a nice deep breath in And then exhale, fully, gently unwind. Good. Press the hands down and lift the hips up high. Downward facing dog. And then you can lift the left leg up. Hello, plant. I get a little contact from my plant there. Lifting the left leg up. Then you can bend the left knee, rotating the left hip up. Opening through the hip. Take a nice deep breath in. And then exhale, bend the left knee forward. Pull the knee between the hands instead of the foot between the hands. The knee comes between the hands. And you can pause here for a few breaths, squaring the hips forward, maybe putting a pillow or blanket or towel underneath the left hip. I'm going to lift up and back first, taking a few moments to open through the center of the chest and heart, calling to our guides, show me the way. Show me the way for this next phase of my life, and I'll follow. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Show me the way. And exhale, walk the hands forward, lowering elbows down or sliding elbows out to the sides and lowering forehead down. Just take a few moments in silence and stillness to listen. Even if we don't hear anything, still just practice listening into the silence, into the spaciousness. Just practice listening. What a luxury to listen to the silent spaciousness. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. Long, soothing exhalation. And gently lift the torso up. Walking the hands back to the knee, each side of the knee. Either staying here or you can lift the right heel a little bit. If that feels good, you can deepen the bend in the knee. If that feels good, you could explore reaching the right hand back, but please don't force or strain. It might be different on this side than the other side. And maybe bending the right arm to draw the heel closer to the back or spine, but please don't force that. Listening inwardly, sensing what the body's communicating with you around this. This side feels a little bit tighter for me, so I'm not going to go quite as far into the stretch. So see what feels true for you. Might feel more flexible on this side for you. All of our bodies are unique, even though they're similar. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, fully release the right foot down. Release the right hand down. Press the hands down, lift the hips high, downward facing dog. And just kind of bend one knee and then the other knee a little bit, just to reset the hips and the spine and the back. We'll go through another little flow here from downward dog into upward dog or cobra. So exhale fully, inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog. Good, and exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward. And exhale, right foot forward and pause here. Good, bringing the hands to the shins, straighten the arms, lift the torso up halfway. And you might bend the knees a little bit so you can draw the tops of the hips down towards the thighs for a little bit of a back bend. So the tops of the hips are drawing forward and down, and swings the coccyx, the tip of the tailbone up. And some of you might move the legs towards straight, but most of us will need to keep the knees slightly bent here for that. And then we can imagine a well of resource in front of us. Like we're drinking from the well, women gathered at the well to share resources, to share information and stories that we can learn from, learning from each other. So taking a nice deep breath into that communal consciousness, and higher consciousness, divine intelligence around us. And then exhale, bowing down, tuning in, bringing hands to calves, ankles, or heels, or big toes. And then just honoring the divine intelligence within you. Good. With the breath, moving between these two positions, hand to shins, lifting the torso up halfway, maybe bending the knees softly. Inhale here, breathing into the divine intelligence around us. And exhale, bowing down to the divine intelligence that flows through us. Inhale, hands to shins, lifting up halfway, drinking from the well. And exhale, bowing down, honoring the well of resources within you. Good. A few more rounds at your own pace. Moving with reverence. Good. After the next long, slow exhalation, you can pause. We're going to bend the knees and slowly roll the back up. Vertebra by vertebra, kind of unchunking the spine as we roll up slowly. And then you can inhale, shoulders forward and up. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Palms come forward, shoulders externally rotate. And then bringing the hands onto the low back. Pressing the hips forward, leaning into the big toes as the hips come forward, arching back. Taking a few deep breaths into the deep back bend, feeling the heart opening, opening, opening up to higher self, higher power. Silently saying, show me the way. Show me the way and I'll follow. Take a nice deep breath in. Yes, and exhale, palms together in front of the heart. Exhale fully. Inhale the arms out to the sides and up. Show me the way. And exhale, bow down to the internal guidance system. Inhale, right foot back and pause here in lunge pose. And then you can keep the right hand down, bring the left hand to the left thigh, rotate the belly towards the left thigh. And then you can open the left arm up to the sky for a nice twist, opening the arms and the heart, opening the pores, the membranes to receive guidance, calling for that guidance. Opening up. If you want something more active, you can explore curling the right toes under and lifting the right knee up. If that's too much, just lower it back down. Listening inwardly all the time. Good. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, lower the left arm back down. We're going to lift the head, neck, and chest, opening to the guidance around us. Then we're going to exhale and press the hips back, straightening the left leg a little bit. It might not become all the way straight. And lowering the buttocks towards the right heel. Kind of the hips are going to go back towards the right heel as the left leg straightens a little bit. Melting belly towards thigh, chest towards the knee, head towards the toes a little bit. And then we're going to rock the hips forward, bending the left knee, lifting the head, neck, and chest. Maybe the right heel bends again, like we did in the pose prior when the knee was on the floor. So inhale here. Exhale, rock the hips back, straightening the front leg, bowing the head down. Good. Inhale, rocking forward, opening to the guidance around you. Exhale, rocking back, bowing down to the guidance within you. Inhale, rocking forward, maybe lifting the right heel, opening to the guidance around you. Exhale, rocking back, bowing down to the guidance within you. A couple more rounds at your own pace. And after the next long, slow exhalation, you can pause and eventually shift forward into lunge pose. Good. From here, lift head, neck, and chest. Take a nice deep breath into that guidance around you. And exhale, left foot back into downward dog or plank pose. Inhale, come forward and up into cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. And inhale, right foot forward. And pause here. Melt the hips, lift the chest. And then you can keep the left hand down, bring the right hand to the right thigh, rotate the belly towards the right thigh. And then swim the right arm out to the side and up. Squeezing the inner thighs towards each other, suction cupping through the feet, drawing energy up and in. Engaging the perineum, drawing the pelvic floor up. Opening the right fingers wide, opening, calling divine intelligence, calling wisdom, calling guides. Calling on support from those guides. Show me the way. Show me the way, and I'll follow. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale, lower the right hand down. Good. And lifting head, neck, and chest, maybe lifting left foot. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, lower left foot down, press the hips back, straighten the front leg as much as you comfortably can. I like to keep mine nicely bent here. So it's moving towards straight, but it doesn't have to be straight, like mine is nicely bent. So rocking the hips forward, lifting head, neck, and chest, maybe lifting left foot, opening to the guidance around you, and exhale, rocking back, bowing the head humbly down to the guidance that flows through you. Inhale, rocking forward, opening to the divine intelligence around you, and exhale, rocking back, bowing down to the divine intelligence within you, and continue for a few more rounds at your own pace. Good. And after the next full round, you can pause. Eventually coming back into the lunge pose and lifting the heart open. It's like a consciousness that we're tapping into, consciously tapping into the resources around us. So it's a little shift in the body, a little shift in our presence, and a little shift in what we're attracting towards ourselves. We're calling for that guidance. Show me the way. Calling on a wise system of support around us to show us this way for this next phase, these next steps in our life, on our journey, on our path. Show me the way. Take Take a nice deep breath in. Yes, and exhale, step the back foot forward to meet the front foot and just move through the hips a little bit, resetting. Bending one knee and the other knee a little bit, just resetting the spine and the hips and the legs. Good. From here, bring the arms out to the sides and up, slowly rising, lifting the arms out to the sides as we arch back, opening to that guidance and support from the beyond, higher self, higher power. Take a nice deep breath into it. And exhale, unite the palms, slide the hands down to the level of the heart. Hands on the heart or palms together in front of the heart. Close the eyes, tuning in, and just take a few breaths of presence with yourself and the wisdom that flows through you. Yes. Making contact with that place of deep wisdom, that energy, that wise energy that you're made of. That nourishes your whole system, especially when you're in touch with it. Take a nice deep breath into that wise energy, that compassionate presence, and slowly exhale, releasing the arms and staying connected to this wise energy, this compassionate presence. You can softly open the eyes and lay the body down, laying the belly onto the earth, down on the belly. You can either have the cheek to the side, the arms alongside the body, or you can bend the elbows out in front, resting the forehead on the forearms. And then just scan the body and see if you can find some part of the body that might be able to relax a little more fully. And if any part of the body is able to relax a little bit more, just brush that area with compassionate presence, giving a little bit of thanks to that part of the body for softening. Thank you. Thank you for softening on behalf of the whole system. Good. And take a nice deep breath in. Feel the low back rise. And exhale, feel the low back fall. Yes. And then you can bring the forehead to the floor, bringing the arms alongside the legs if they're not there already. And then lift the head, neck, and chest. Lift the arms. Bend the knees. Lift the heels above the knees. And then lift the knees up off the floor. Some of you will stay here. There's a lot going on here. It's perfectly fine to stay here. Others will reach the right hand for the right ankle, left hand for the left ankle. Some of you will stay here. And still others will move into bow pose, Dhanurasana, lifting the knees up, lifting the chest up, and taking a few deep breaths. It's fine to have the knees nice and wide. Eventually the knees will move a little bit closer together, about hip width apart. Sometimes a little closer than that, but please don't force or strain. Take a nice deep breath in, opening to the wisdom around you. Yes, and then slowly release, lowering all the way down. And just resting for a moment. There's a nice, fresh flow of blood and energy and information into the abdominal organs after the pose. So you can just visualize a nice, fresh cleansing to all the abdominal organs. Take a nice deep breath in, feel the low back rise. And exhale, feel the low back fall. And you can press the hands down, lifting the torso up, lifting the body all the way up. Onto the all fours, and then press the buttocks back towards the heels, maybe arms alongside the legs for child's pose. And just taking a moment to rest. Sophie Burnham writes, "We all have angels guiding us, watching over us, touching us with invisible warm hands. What will bring their help? Asking, giving thanks." Take a nice deep breath in. A long, slow breath out, offering thanks to all of our guides and mentors. Good. And then bring the hands to the floor and slowly lift the torso up. And then you can bring the legs out in front. We'll bring the hands to the thighs, shoulders back and down, lift head, neck, and chest. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, a nice slow forward fold. Listening, maybe even closing the eyes so you're not focused on where the body is in space so much, but feeling from the inside as you slowly lower down, pausing at any area of tension and just resting there. And maybe moving forward from there, maybe not. Just listening, tuning in and listening to the internal guidance system as it guides you into the pose. And then just hanging out, quieting down, listening into the silence, leaning into the spaciousness, and staying open and curious. Tuning into the places of wisdom within you. Tuning in to the deep wisdom that flows through you. That's the channel we're tuning into when we listen in this way. It's okay if we don't hear anything at all, just listening. Exhale fully. Take a deep, rich breath in. And a long, slow exhalation, just staying right there. Good. And then you can begin to lift the torso up. And you can bring the hands onto the earth back behind you for a moment, just leaning back. Even bending the knees out to the sides. Feet together, just a little bit of an integration moment. Just a moment of pause and integration. Take a nice deep breath in. Long, slow exhalation. Good. And then from here, we can lift the torso up, rock the hips forward, lifting the head, neck, and chest, moving into a little bit of a back bend. So chest is rising, belly button's rocking forward, tops of the hips are rocking forward. Draw the perineum up and in, pelvic floor up. Good. Take a nice deep breath in. And exhale, fully slide the legs forward once again. Bending the knees softly and then lifting the arms up. Opening the arms, opening the fingers wide, demonstrating to the universe, I am an open vessel. I'm surrendering my personal striving and I'm opening up to something greater than myself. So show me the way. Show me the way and I will follow. Show me the next step on my path and I'll take it. Surrendering personal self to open to universal self. Take a deep breath into that wisdom. And exhale, lean back a little bit, splay the arms wide out to each other, shining on, loving presence on each other, and sending a wish or a prayer to each other that we may live more in touch with this wisdom within us, that we may live feeling more supported by this wisdom around us. Also, by extension, sending this wish to each other's children, that each other's children may live more connected to the wisdom within them, that they may live more in touch with and supported by the wisdom around them that's guiding them all the time. May they tap into that wisdom that's there. Take a nice deep breath in and slowly exhale, slowly lowering the back down and receiving this loving wish and prayer from each other. Hug the knees into the chest and feel free to rock yourself as you receive these wishes and prayers from one another, just gently rocking. Good. Yeah. That's it. And then pausing, spreading your heart wings wide, bringing the arms out to the side. Take a nice deep breath in and exhale, knees to the right, head towards the left. Nice, gentle, flowing twist. Inhale, knees to the chest, and exhale, knees to the left, head rolls softly towards the right. And continue, inhaling knees to the chest, exhaling knees to the side, very slow movement. Just opening the heart. Each time the legs drop to the side, just feel that surrender of the heart, opening up to the guidance around you, while still honoring the guidance within you. There's a network of support within you and around you. May you tap into it more fully. Saying this to our children, there's a network of support within you and around you. May you tap into this network of support more fully. Good, and after the next full round, you can pause. Eventually reclining on the back, or some of you might want to sit next to a wall or couch or chair and swing the legs up the wall or place the feet on the couch or chair for legs up the wall pose. Otherwise, reclining on the back, you might take a moment to cover yourself with a blanket or put on some warm clothing. Take a nice deep breath in, scrunch up the face, make fists with the hands, point the toes, lift arms and legs slightly. Good. Take a nice deep breath in, open the mouth, stick out the tongue, stretching the jaw, lay fingers, stretch toes. And then relaxing completely with the out breath. Good. Relaxing, scanning the body and seeing if you can find any other part of the body to relax a little more fully. And then shine some thanks and appreciation on those parts of the body for resting more deeply. Thank you, body. Thank you for resting and softening right now on behalf of the whole system. And you can bring the awareness to the feet. And just take a moment to thank the feet for supporting you. Shining appreciation on the lower legs and knees. Thank you. Thank you, lower legs and knees. Bringing awareness to the thighs, upper legs, and the hips. Thank you, upper legs and hips, for supporting me. Shining compassionate appreciation in the belly and the belly center. In particular, noticing the reproductive organs, the womb, shining loving appreciation on them. Thank you. Thank you for supporting me and for bringing new life into this world, if they did. And shining awareness on the digestive organs, thanking the digestive organs for processing food and nutrition. Thank you. Thank you so much for working so well on my behalf. And bringing awareness to the chest and the lungs and the rib cage. Thanking the chest and the lungs and the rib cage for supporting you. Thank you, lungs. Thank you, chest. Bringing awareness to the heart. Thanking the heart for helping to circulate blood and lymph and oxygen throughout the body. Thank you, heart. Thank you for working so well on behalf of the system. And bringing awareness to the hands and fingers and just taking a moment to bathe them in appreciation for working on behalf of your system, helping you carry things and write things and touch things. Thank you, hands and fingers. And shining some appreciation on the forearms and elbows and upper arms. Thank you, arms, for helping to lift me and hold things, carry things. Bringing awareness to the shoulders and the neck. Thanking the shoulders and the neck for supporting the upper body and the head. Thank you, shoulders and neck. And bringing awareness to the base of the spine and the low back. Just shine some appreciation on the low back and spine for supporting the body and the internal organs, providing structure and support. Thank you, low back and spine. Drawing awareness to the mid-back and spine. Thank you, mid-back and spine. Drawing awareness to the upper back and spine and giving thanks. Thank you, upper back and spine. Bringing awareness to the neck and the throat, the tongue. Thanking this part of you, this part of your body. Thank you. And bringing awareness to the lips and the cheekbones and the jaw. And just giving thanks. Noticing the ears and the eyes and the eyelids and the temples. Just giving thanks to these sense organs. Thank you, ears and eyes. And bringing awareness to the forehead. And just thanking the forehead and the prefrontal cortex, the higher order thinking brain. Thank you. Thank you for the work you do on behalf of my system. Bringing awareness to the sides of the head and the back of the head and all of the parts of the brain. And just shining some thanks and appreciation on the brain. Thank you. Just taking a moment to feel yourself vibrating with gratitude. Feeling that divine intelligence flowing through the system freely as you bathe the system in appreciation. For all of the parts that are working so well on your behalf. And with each out breath, just see if you might allow a little thank you to ride on the wave of each out breath. Very gently invite the awareness back to the breath. And take a deep, rich breath in. And slowly exhale. And gently invite the awareness back to the physical body. Finding your own way to re-inhabit the physical self. Eventually rolling onto the side. And just pausing in a curled up fetal position for a moment's rest. Just lovingly beholding yourself. And just taking a moment to acknowledge yourself for carving out the space and time to practice for the benefit of your system, for the benefit and good of your family, for the benefit and good of all those around you. Really acknowledge yourself for that. Press the hands into the earth and lift the torso up, lifting the body up to seated. And bringing the hands to the heart, softly closing the eyes, quieting down, tuning in and listening. As Sophie Burnham writes once again, we all have angels guiding us, watching over us, touching us with invisible warm hands. What will bring their help? Asking, giving thanks. I'm just taking a moment to ask once again, in the still quiet of your own heart, asking for support for this next stage of your life. And give thanks for that support as though it's already there. In honor of the divine intelligence that's around us and within us, that's around our children and within them. We offer ourselves and each other and all beings everywhere a deep bow and namaste. Namaste. So we'll take some time to get some tea and we'll come together in a few minutes for our sharing circle. We'll see you soon.